me the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
He kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Out to his right. Gets this complete to Horton. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Smith and Jigba. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
On play action, here's Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Here's Darnold again. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second down. At
Ball on the 39. and 9. Here's 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Forced out left. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll get this complete to Walker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket on the defensive side of the field. Now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Darnold to throw again. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Vikings 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 40. And the Vikings first down. First and 10.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Wow! And they mark him down just shy of the 40. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. A big hole. And he'll take this one in. And it's Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers for the
That
extra
his
point.
second touchdown tonight. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. So too soon apparently to worry about going for two even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 28, Vikings 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
3-yard pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to run it. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Forced out wide. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. To the goal line and in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 14. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
We go, set.
Walker to start the drive. Room to run at the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Vikings 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. In this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jeff Okudah, former 3rd overall pick in the draft, there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Vikings 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, it's Walker. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just the spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
Here's Darnold. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's got room at the 30. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 23, here's second down and 5.
Here we go, set.
Darnold to the air once more. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A gain there of 11. First down, Seattle.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second down.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers,
His kick is
good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. On first down, here's McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
The Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And he will score! Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
The Vikings.
Here's McCarthy, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
49. Vikings 29.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one fielded at the 15. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Darnold to throw. Taken in by Horton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
Here's a designed run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now,
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
you can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
They're going on 4th down. Nope. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
For a Vikings first down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Here we go, set. No, past the 60, past the 60. Buffalo 18, ready?
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
70 range. 70 range. Go. 19 lock. Coogan. Roll, roll, roll. Smash, smash. Go.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Headed left, buying time. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's hard. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his second touchdown tonight. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Flushed to his left. He'll let one go down the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run here with Walker. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got it at the 3. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers.
Is good.
Good on the extra
Makes
point.
the score
And the
Seahawks
Seahawks will
56,
open it up even further
Vikings
here
35.
in this fourth quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off
After the
for
TD,
Seattle.
Myers comes on now to kick it away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the
14-yard
National
line.
Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By DeMarcus Lawrence.
Work to do now as they come up on second
Brings
and
up
long.
Second down.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose.
Incomplete.
And it's going to force third
It's now
down.
Third down and long.
18, come, Jeff, 60, Jeff, let's go now. Go.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. This one caught just past the pylon. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for two. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for two.
The Vikings.
Oh,
will
maybe a
line
free
up for
play
the
as
two-point
he'll look to
conversion.
throw it. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. Even with 3 timeouts
Will
plus the
Riker
2-minute
to
warning,
kick off for the
they're going to try an
Vikings.
onside kick. And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over
The
possession.
Seahawks will line up for the
Darn it.
two-point conversion.
This is caught. He's got it.
Successful.
And they
that's
tack
the
2
score.
more
Seahawks
onto their
64.
lead.
Vikings
Mike, I
43.
think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Jason Myers to kick off
After
for
the TD,
Seattle.
Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return
The
team
Vikings
going to
take
let
over
that one
first
go.
and
It'll
10
go through the end
at
zone.
their own
It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 7, ready.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Come, 19, tight. 19, tight. 19, tight. Ready.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Escaping to his left. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Ready.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
60, up, set, ready.
To throw is McCarthy. Pushed out to his left. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy rolling to the left. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hey, smash Rocco. Big line, check. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And he's going to pick up the Vikings 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Scrambling to his left. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Torrey Horton. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead.
71. Vikings 43. Jason Myers to kick off
After the
for
TD,
Seattle.
Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one
Take over
through the end
1st
zone
and 10
for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Dragon 60. Cadet 18. Pioneer Cougar.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around,
Intended for
but it
Justin
falls
Jefferson.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Moving to his left. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Jason
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead.
Vikings 43.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Working his way out left.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On the move left. He runs with it. Just trying to make something happen. And the ball's loose on the field. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And they were able to run up a big point total here. Higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.